Let's begin today's class in a seated position. So come and find a comfortable seat on your mat. Rooting down through your sits bones. Spine reaches long, shoulders roll back. Reaching up through the crown of your head. Relaxing your hands on your knees, palms facing up or down. Close your eyes as you begin to arrive. Taking slow, steady breaths. And for this class, we will be doing poses that involve hips, back, quads, and arms, and it's going to be a deep, intense pose. So make sure you're paying attention to your body's signals throughout this class and don't push yourself too far. Listen and find the stretch that you want and that isn't going to hurt you. Bring your hands in prayer at the center of your chest. And we'll set an intention for this class, a word or a phrase to repeat every time our hands come back to this position. Repeat that intention silently to yourself now. And inhale, stretch the arms up long overhead. And exhale to the left for a seated side stretch. Left hand comes to the mat, right arm long overhead. Chest opens, reaching through the fingertips. And inhale back through center. Exhale to the right. Right hand comes down, left arm long overhead. Rotating the chest open to the sky, reaching through the left fingertips. Inhale back through center. And exhale for a seated twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you, right hand comes to the left knee. Inhaling to find length in the spine, and exhaling to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale back through center, reaching arms up long, and exhale, twist to the right. Right hand comes behind you, left hand comes to the right knee. Inhale back through center, and exhale your hands back down to your knees. Next, we'll find a tricep stretch, starting with the right arm, lifting the right arm up, bending at the elbow, reaching your hand down the center of your back, and then reaching your left hand behind to grab hold of the fingers there. Option to use a strap here if you need to bring your fingers closer together that way, if your fingers aren't touching. And attempt to keep your neck straight, not bending down. One more inhale, and exhale to release the pose, returning your arms back down in front. Other side, inhale the left arm up, and exhale as you bend at the elbow, reaching the hand down the center of your back, bringing your right arm around the back, bringing the fingers to touch, the hands to clasp. Again, option to use a strap on this side if you want to hold on to that, if your fingers aren't touching. Noticing the differences between both of these sides. One more inhale. And exhale, release your hands, release your arms. Find Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Pressing the soles of your feet together in front of you, and then pushing those feet either further away from you or pulling them closer, wherever you'd like to today. So you inhale to find length in the spine, and exhale to fold over the feet. Inhale and come up, lifting your chest back up. And exhale into tabletop. Hands directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips. Spine is neutral, core is engaged. And we'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, lift the chin, cow, and exhale, cat, round the spine, drop the head. Inhale, cow, drop the belly, open the chest, lift the chin, and exhale, cat, round the spine, drop the head. Keep moving like this at your own pace. And after your next exhale, come and find a neutral spine in table. Inhale here. And exhale into puppy pose, walking the hands forward, dropping the chest down to the mat, resting the chin or the forehead on the mat, leaving your hips up in the air. Maybe squeezing your shoulder blades together and finding a little bit more reach through your fingertips. Inhale to come up out of puppy and exhale into downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Taking time in this first down dog of the day to pedal out your feet, wag the hips side to side, taking any movements that feel good here as you stretch out the entire body in this pose. Lifting up out of your wrists, squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting the hips up to the sky, and letting your heels sink down towards the mat. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, walk to the top of your mat, forward fold. Hang out here in this forward fold for a few breaths. Letting your head hang, let that neck relax. Maybe feeling that stretch all the way through the calves and the hamstrings. And on your next inhale, make your way into Tadasana, either rolling up slowly or bending the knees and then coming up with a flat back. Either way, meeting me in mountain pose, standing strong, every muscle engaged. And we'll go through our sun salutations. Inhale to sweep the arms up long overhead. And exhale, keep the length as you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, spine as long, gaze is down. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, engage the core. And exhale, chaturanga, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip the toes, open the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, thighs or the ground, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute, arms up long overhead, and exhale your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating the intention you set at the beginning of class. Inhale, sweep the arms up long overhead, and exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, thighs or the ground, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, hands directly under shoulders, and exhale, chaturanga, halfway down, elbows in tight. Inhale, upward facing dog, arching the back, open the chest, and exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, coming to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale your hands in prayer at the center of your chest, repeating your intention once again. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, keep the length as you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long, gaze is down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips up and back. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale your hands in prayer at the center of your chest, repeating your intention again. Inhale, sweep the arms up long overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog, stepping back, lifting the hips up and back. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog, level out the hips, and exhale, step the foot forward between your hands, low lunge. Make your way into lizard pose, scooting the right foot out to the outer edge of the mat and bringing your right hand inside that leg. Option to stay here or to come down onto your forearms. Always having the option to drop the back knee as well. Inhale, rising back up onto your hands. And exhale into corkscrew, dropping the back knee down to the mat, and then twisting to the right, reaching back with your right hand, bending the left leg at the knee, and grabbing onto your foot. If grabbing onto your foot is inaccessible, you can use a strap around the foot to hold on to, or finding a wall to press the shin up against. Breathing into this pose, maybe feeling this through your quad. One more inhale. And exhale, release your foot, returning back to low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Lifting the arms up long overhead, reaching through your fingertips, bending through the front knee, making sure that knee is in line with your toes, not sinking inwards. Holding this here. Inhaling. And as you exhale, bend backwards just a little bit, lifting up out of the back, opening the chest to find this bend, engaging the core, and reaching through your fingertips. Open that chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale to return to high lunge, and exhale, low lunge. Hands come to frame the front foot. Inhale, step back to plank, engage the core, and exhale, take your vinyasa. The chaturanga, inhaling upward facing dog, and exhaling downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog, level out the hips, and exhale, step the foot forward, low lunge. Begin to make your way into lizard, scooting the left foot out to the outer edge of your mat, bringing your left hand inside. Option to stay here, or as you exhale, come down onto your forearms, keeping that chest open as you do. Option to leave your right knee up in the air or dropping it down to the mat. Noticing if the side feels any different than the other side. Maybe you have more space to go deeper into this pose, or maybe you need to make adjustments for this one. Inhale to come back up onto your hands. And exhale into corkscrew, dropping the right knee down to the mat, twisting to the left, reaching back with your left hand to grab onto your right foot. Again, here, option to use a strap or a wall if you need to make that foot more accessible. One more inhale and exhale to release your foot, returning to low lunge, lifting up that back knee. Inhale up into high lunge, reaching up with the arms, reaching through the fingertips. Taking note of that front knee, making sure that it's not sinking inwards and that you can still see your toes. Inhale here. And exhale as you find that back bend. Again, keeping the lift up out of the back and opening the chest. Engaging your core to find that strength, the stability, and reaching with your fingertips. Really reach through the tips of them. Inhale to return to high lunge. And exhale, low lunge. Hands come to frame the front foot. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, take your vinyasa, meeting me in downward facing dog. Take one more inhale in this down dog. And exhale into child's pose. Dropping down to your knees, let the forehead rest on the mat, arms out long. Taking a couple of breaths here. Then we'll find prayer hands in this child's pose. Bringing your hands together in prayer, and then bending at the elbows and placing those hands behind your neck. Maybe feeling this through your triceps. If you have a couple of blocks or anything similar lying around, it may also feel great to put the elbows up on those blocks and then putting your hands in prayer behind your head. That's a great way to find a deeper stretch here. One more inhale. And exhale to release your hands. Inhale in child's. And exhale, downward facing dog. Coming back up into this pose. Inhale your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale for pigeon on the right side. Right knee comes towards your right wrist. Dropping the left knee down to the mat, keeping that left foot straight. Inhaling to open the chest, and exhale to fold forward over the leg. Taking time here to notice your hips and making sure that they are balanced in the center and not falling over to the outside. If you need a little support under your right hip, you can roll up a blanket or use a block. Relaxing here. Inhale and begin to lift up out of the folds. And we'll find mermaid next. Bending the left knee up and twisting to the left. Hooking that left foot inside the left elbow. And then reaching your right arm overhead and bringing the hands clasped together. If your hands don't touch, you can use a strap, just like we did before earlier in class. Staying balanced here. And then if mermaid is feeling good for you, option to come into our next pose, one-legged king pigeon. If mermaid, and only if mermaid is feeling good, then grab onto your left foot with your left hand and begin to flip your grip, bringing the elbows so that they face the sky, face the ceiling, flipping that grip on your foot, and then also grabbing onto your foot with your right hand so that your back bend and your chest is straight up to the sky. You can also use a strap here if this pose is inaccessible in that way. You can have that strap around your foot. We're pulling that foot towards your head. Maybe they touch. Only holding this pose for as long as is comfortable. Taking one more breath. And exhale to release the pose, release the foot back down to the mat. Relax here for a moment. Letting the back decompress. And inhale. And exhale and slowly make your way back into downward facing dog. Holding down dog for a moment. Lengthening the back, lengthening the legs, lengthening the arms. We'll do the other side. Inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale for pigeon on the left side. Left knee comes to the left wrist. Right leg comes down to the mat, checking on that back foot, making sure it's straight. As you inhale to open the chest and exhale to fold over the leg. Noticing if this side is any different. And now that you know where we're going with this, always the option to stop along the way and stay wherever you'd like. If you want to stay in this half pigeon folds, stay here. Inhale and begin to lift your chest back up, if you'd like to move on anyway. Lifting your chest back up, and we'll find mermaid. So bending the right leg at the knee, twisting to the right, hooking at your right foot into the right elbow, and then swinging your left arm overhead to come and clasp the fingers together. Keeping your balance here. Again, option to use the strap on this side. Maybe you need it on this side. Maybe you don't need it on this side. Just noticing what you need in this moment. And again, if and only if mermaid feels good, you can come in to one-legged king pigeon. So same thing on this side, grabbing onto the right foot with your right hand. And then beginning to flip your grip so that your elbows now face the ceiling. As you arch your back, lifting through the chest, and bringing your left hand to meet the foot as well. Finding this very deep back bend. Breathing through it, lifting the chest. One more inhale. And exhale, release the foot, release the pose, relaxing here in our pigeon. Inhale. And exhale, slowly make your way into downward dog once more. Finding the length in the back and the legs and the arms from all of the bends that they were just in. One more inhale in down dog. And exhale into child's pose once again. Taking deep breaths, letting the back decompress. Inhale and exhale, make your way onto your back, slowly rolling over. When you get here, inhale the right knee into the chest, hugging it to you. One more inhale. And exhale, extend the right leg out to meet the left. Other side, inhale the left knee into the chest, hugging it to you gently. Maybe closing your eyes through these poses. And exhale, extend the left leg back out to meet the right. Inhale, both knees into the chest. And exhale, drop them over to the left for a supine twist. Extending the right arm out long. Gaze over the right fingertips. Finding the best placement for your knees to find that twist through the lower back if you can feel it. Inhale, bring the knees back through center. Exhale, drop them over to the right. Extending the left arm out long, gaze over the left fingertips, keeping that left shoulder against the mat. Inhale, bringing the knees through center again, giving them a nice big hug. And exhale for Shavasana. I always like to put a bolster or a pillow under my knees, especially after doing a lot of back work to help support the low back. So maybe you want to do that too today. It feels nice, I think. But finding your most comfortable Shavasana. Closing the eyes and letting every muscle relax. Letting go of any control over your breathing. And relax. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and slowly exhaling out. Taking another deep breath in and exhaling out. Beginning to come back into the space around you. Maybe bringing movements into your fingers and your toes. And slowly make your way over onto one side using your arm as a pillow. And push yourself up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed all the way if that's comfortable. And bring your hands in prayer at the center of your chest, bowing your head towards your hands. Repeat that intention you set at the beginning of class, knowing you can take that intention with you throughout the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me in practice today. Namaste.